All right. So welcome back to another stream. Didn't know I was going to do one so soon, but I did get a request from Preminator who wanted me to do a commentary for Jason Lives today because it is the 40th anniversary of this film. So we'll get started on there in a minute. Maybe I'll wait for Preminator to get in the chat. So yeah, hope everyone's having a good Saturday night so far. This was always one of my favorites in the franchise. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't get to watch these movies a lot. Jason Goes to Hell was the only one I saw really. And then it wasn't until the Dust to Dawn, Friday the 13th Marathon by Joe Bob Briggs where I saw 1, 2, 3, and then I think 5 and 6. Doing well, Preminator. Hope you're doing well. I mean, you requested this, so doing well, doing okay, I guess. But yeah, just saying hi to people. Just waiting a minute or two in case people want to come into the chat or such. But yeah, hope everyone's having a good night. For those who are in, feel free to let me know when you first saw this or how you first saw this. Cable, VHS, DVD, whatever the case, however the case. I first saw this on the Joe Bob Briggs Dust to Dawn Marathon on Monster Vision on TNT. Of course, that was the edited version. And then sometime later had I think I had these films on VHS. Well, no. I'm trying to think. Hey Goblins, how you doing, man? Hey there, Michael Matthews. Hey there, Silverwings. Jason Live, Jason X are your favorites. You know what? I like Jason X. A lot of people hate Jason X. I like it. It's stupid, but I thought it was fun. I mean, it's fun. Jason in space. Pretty big body counts, a couple of good kills, went at a pretty fast pace. Probably got one of the higher body counts in the franchise, so I do like that. Jason killing soldiers like he's Rambo. Saw this on TV. Hey there, Civil Wings. Maybe the Friday 13th film I saw the least growing up, really. What was the first one you saw growing up? Goblins. What introduced you to the franchise? And for me, it was Jason Goes to Hell on unrated VHS. It's probably around the time the VHS came out because we rented it, and I had not seen a Jason film before, so I didn't have any preconceived notions. Oh, Jason's not in it because I barely knew who the fuck Jason was. I just thought, wow, this is really cool. It's gory. It's like The Hidden. Five on USA Up All Night. Oh, okay. Yeah, 1986, one of my favorite years for movies. Because you had Cobra, The Golden Child, Aliens, Big Trouble in Little China, Maximum Overdrive, this film, Star Trek 4, Crocodile Dundee. A lot of films I love from 86. Again, might be my favorite year of film. Because just the amount. You had The Fly, you had so much more. You had The Hitcher is a great one. Love The Hitcher. Hey, Jeremy, hope you're doing well. You've only seen the original with his mom as a killer. Oh, you've only seen the first two. Yeah, it's definitely worth a look seeing the other ones. I mean, really, the only one I don't like is Part 8. The other ones I like or love. Love this movie. It's awesome. Gory kills. Love the cinematography. Lots of cool shots of Jason in this film. Yeah. Your banners in 86. Yeah. A lot of banners. A lot of bangers. Just want to grab something real quick here. Okay. Yeah, Top Gun was 86. I'll be honest, I actually liked Iron Eagle more than Top Gun. Yeah, I doubt. Yeah, I would not have seen a re-release of this in theaters. I don't know if any of the Friday 13th films ever got re-releases in theaters, honestly. So if they didn't, I doubt this one would have. No problem, Premiere. I mean, you were very nice enough to request it, so it's all good. So I guess we'll start for those who are watching this now or watch this after the fact. I'll pause at the beginning. I'll count down from 3. And when you press play, well, I say press play, feel free to press play. So Premiere, just let me know when you're ready and such, since you're the one who requested this. And other people, you wait for other people as well who do want to follow along, unless you just want to listen like a audio podcast. 87 through 90. Yeah, those are good film years as well. I mean, 1989 was the summer blockbuster. Batman, Ghostbusters 2, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, License to Kill, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Lethal Weapon 2. Yeah, I mentioned Batman. A lot of big movies in the summer of 89. Back to the Future Part 2. It's hell a year of a summer. Like, compared to this summer, like, what do you get this summer compared to that summer? Does someone say The Odyssey, the new Spider-Man film, Disclosure Day? Fuck Disclosure Day. I didn't see it, to be fair, but fuck it. Did not see the new Spider-Man either. Didn't get requested it. You ready now? Okay. So for those, hey, Beast Slayer, how you doing? I'm just getting ready to start. Hey there, Bobby. Yeah, Fabio, I know he's a big fan of this film. The only reason I didn't ask him is because he's only available on Mondays and Tuesdays. So I'm assuming right now he's working. Otherwise, I would have asked him. But again, he's Mondays and Tuesdays are usually the only days he's free. So yeah, I figure he's busy working. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Bobby. But like I was saying, I have the movie set up. For those who want to follow along, I'll count down from 3. And we see, there you go, Premiere. I already forgot that. Too much stuff in here. Too many things easily to forget. So anyway, let's get started. I'll count down from 3. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. With the Paramount logo coming up. There you go with the words, Gulf Western Company, and the Paramount logo will fade away now. Paramount Pictures presents. They're almost making these each a year. Almost. I think between this and the New Blood is when they skipped a year, because there was none in 87, but Part 7, there was one in 88. But Part 5 did not get the best word of mouth, so they kind of figured we got to bring back Jason because people wanted Jason. So they brought him back for this. Yeah, Paramount, despite the fact they always complain about these movies, they complain about the critical reception and how they're a big studio and how could you demean yourself and releasing this trash. They made a lot of money. Low budgets, yeah, a lot of money. Now this guy, we got Tom Matthews, who is in the Return of the Living Dead. And then the other guy is Ron Palillo, Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter. Ron Palillo. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Of course, Tom Matthews from Return of the Living Dead is playing Tommy Jarvis, who was played by Corey Feldman in Part 4, and played by, was it John Shepard, was his name, in Part 5? Of course, Tom Matthews would play Tommy Jarvis again. He voiced him in the Friday the 13th multiplayer video game that came out quite a few years ago. Also in a few short films, fan films that you can find on YouTube. Never Hike Alone, which there's 3 or 4 of those movies now. So it's not the last time we would play Tommy Jarvis. Your fave kills when Jason bends the father cop. Yeah, like a twig. Yeah, like a wishbone. That's a pretty cool kill. Mr. Anonymous, hello there. Your favorite Friday the 13th film? Yeah, it's in my top 3. I would say this is my top 3 Friday the 13th films. Hey there, Alex Lips. It's fine. I just watched this film a few hours ago. Well, there you go. I mean, hey, Lord Malice. Hope you're doing well, man. I mean, I would say it's an issue I have, but it's one of the things that always bug me. But it's that everything that happens is Tommy Jarvis's fault. Every person who dies from here to Jason X to the future, everybody who dies from here on out is because of Tommy Jarvis. It's his fault. If he had just left it alone, if he kept Jason buried, he would never been brought back to life. So Tommy Jarvis is responsible for the death of like 100 people at least. Like 100 people died because Tommy Jarvis wouldn't let it go. So it's your fault, you fuck. So it's kind of hard to root for him because he fucked up. He does say he fucked up, and Tom Matthews does a good job playing the character. But it's that one of those things like, it's your fault. Jason killed all these people afterward. You fucked up. He did say he fucked up, to be fair to the sheriff, but it is his fault. If he didn't do this and he didn't stab the shit out of Jason with that piece of metal and do the Frankenstein monster. Now, when he opens this coffin, it's actually the director's hands. Coming up here. Yeah, this is actually the director's hands. It's not Tom Matthews' hands. And the director actually owns his coffin. At least he did when they did those making of material years back. He has his coffin. Yep, I mentioned that, Silver Wings. Yeah, Ron Palillo. I mentioned that. Beast Slayer, I already reviewed Obsession. Check out the review. Yeah, sometimes dead is better. Yeah, look what happened to Fred Gwynn in that movie. Everybody in that movie, they all died too, except the little girl. Nah, no problem, man. But yeah, Tom McLaughlin's the director. He owns his coffin. And he did Sometimes They Come Back, which is a pretty decent film. I don't know what was the last film he did. No, Premiere, I already said that earlier. I saw this on the Dust to Dawn Friday the 13th marathon with Joe Bob Briggs. On Monster Vision on TNT. It's the first time I saw this. Now, see, again, if he didn't do this, if he just left it alone and didn't leave the fucking thing there, Jason would not have been brought back, and all, the 100 people who died afterward would not have died. So, kind of hard for the root the motherfucker. He fucked up. Have I seen Eye of the Tiger? Yeah, I've seen it. still wonder how he got the hockey mask. Did he steal it from the authorities? Did he go into the evidence locker and steal it? Does this make Jason? Yeah, he's an undead Frankenstein-like monster. Yeah, that's why they also make it where he's more powerful. So his kills, he punches a hole through people. He could bend people like a wishbone. He could push people's faces into walls. Just in a couple minutes, he's going to punch a heart out. Hey, Victor. 6 minutes and 47 seconds in. Tom Math is trying to get the thing out, and it ain't going to work. Now, the guy who plays Jason is C.J. Graham, who was in the military. And I think they had another guy. I think you see him in one or two shots, and then I don't know if they deemed him too fat or something like that, but then they got C.J. Graham. Yeah, definitely put on. Yes, Victor, it is. Predator sent in the request. Yeah, and if anyone ever wants to request live commentaries, feel free. Don't mind doing it. But yeah, C.J. Graham played Jason here. Now, I know my friend Fabio met C.J. Graham and said he was a prick because he tried to talk to C.J. because, hey, his favorite is Jason Lives. They were both in the military. And C.J. Graham didn't want to give him the time of day. Didn't want to give him the time of day. Didn't want to shake his hand. Then when he shook his hand, it was a very weak hand. Ooh, there you go. Great kill. Heart-stopping kill. Start with the Bane. It's like Kano in Mortal Kombat. Fatality. That right there shows that, okay, this Jason could do a bit more than before. But yeah, sadly, Fabio met CJ Graham, said CJ was a prick. Barely wanted to shake his hand, then had a loose handshake. Didn't want to be there. Didn't want to talk about military, trying to brush them off. So, yeah. Yeah, here's the James Bond bit. Pew. Very cool. Because at this point, I think Tom McLaughlin knew, let's have a little bit of sense of humor. When you get to part 6, it's fine to poke a little bit of fun at yourself. Not so much a parody, but like a little bit of fun. Oh, he was a super nice guy, Justin Smith? Well, it must have been a bad day because my buddy Fabio met him and he said the guy was a complete prick. Didn't want to deal with it. He just wanted to leave, I guess, or something. Didn't want to shake his hand, then had a loose handshake. And, hey, you were in the military. I was in the military. And the guy's like, whatever. So, I guess all these celebrities, they could be a prick on any other day. So, I mean, it's like some people met Tom Savini said he was nice, and then people at Deadpan, others have met Tom Savini said he was a prick. So, I guess it's a 50-50 coin toss. But hey, Justin Smith, how you doing? Dan Bradley was the other Jason. Okay, yeah, I know he was only in there for a day or two. I think the paintball section. But hey there, Justice Smith. I know I've seen you on the Pit streams. How did you first see this film, and how would you rank this? Now here we got the sheriff, played by David Kagan. He was joking around with you and your dad. Well, that's cool. What does the RAF stand for in Rambo RAF? Raphael, that's why it's in the picture of the avatar. But hey there, Rico Baca. But yeah, Tom Mathis, I thought, did a good job as Tommy Jarvis. I know CT on Deadpit makes fun of the way he talks, come on, you pussy. But I never really had an issue with that. I think he's one of the better actors in the franchise. His character didn't fucked up. The reason Jason kills the next 100 people in the franchise because Tommy Jarvis fucked up, so it's his fault. So kind of hard to root for him, but he does admit here he fucked up. So he's trying his best to stop it, but he did fuck up. But I like this because it didn't feel like a retread of the other films. I mean, it's always going to be, Jason goes around killing people, but this felt fresh and this felt unique. I like the sense of humor, gags. I like the undead Jason. I think it has the opportunity to have some really cool kills, like we saw the Heart Stopper, Heart Ripper. Arrest me for what? It's the cops. They don't need a reason. Because you're breathing. Arrested for vagrancy in Jerkwater, USA. When Jason's around, you need a good supply of body bags. See, that's what I needed. John Rambo in this. There you go. Nothing's over, nothing. You hockey puck. There's a big ass skunk outside your house right now. Well, I guess better than if it was Jason. So here we have Tony Goldwyn. I think the other girl was Tom McLaughlin's wife, Nancy McLaughlin. I don't know if they're married now, but at the time they were married, this girl and the director. But Tony Goldwyn, I remember from Ghost. He was the pricking ghost. Also, he was in Last House on the Left remake, which wasn't that bad of a remake. I actually liked that remake. If you see someone in a hockey mask, you know he's not friendly. So yeah, at least they're trying to leave, but they fucked up. Just go faster. Just go up a bit and then back up faster. You'll go over the fucking pothole, I swear. Just move up a bit and go back faster. You'll go over the fucking... You went in there fine. You'll go back fine. Why didn't they run him over? I mean, I guess, to be fair, it's easier to say to run over someone than to do it in real life. But at the same time, if I saw that motherfucker, I'd run him over. The first Friday the 13th film I saw was Jason Takes Manhattan when I was super young. Oh, okay. Hey there, XV Ryan. Hope you're doing well. Jason Takes Manhattan, I hate to say it, Justin, is the one in the franchise I don't like. I could watch any of them. Some I like, some I love, but the one I don't like is Jason Takes Manhattan. That's the one that just bugs the fuck out of me the most. But what do I know? My favorite is Jason Goes to Hell. Just shoot. Just shoot. Don't hesitate. Shoot. Right, it's not going to matter. There you go. Goodbye. You saw how that spear went crooked? That was not supposed to happen. The spear was supposed to go forward, but it went crooked, which was dangerous because it could have stabbed the lady. That's funny. Jason Goes to Hell is the only one you hate. That's funny. Because that's my favorite. Of course, American Express card. Don't leave home without it. That'll be the joke in a bit. Do they even make American Express cards anymore? Because you never hear anyone use it because there's so many places you couldn't use it at. But is that still around? That's a good shot, that wide shot. There you go, American Express card. Never leave home without it. That's why he killed her, because it wasn't a Visa. It was a Visa card, he would let her go. Oh, your dad has American Express? Oh, okay. See, at the end, if it was a Visa card, he would let her go. I think the guy in the back is related to John Travolta. It's like John Travolta's cousin or something. Jason Goes to Hell at least had good gore. Drew, you're ranking at 6, 7, 4, Hell, 2, 3, X, 2009, 1, 5, and 8. Still need to see Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, Jennifer Cook, who's a beauty. I like her attitude, too. She has that nice little Spitfire attitude. Jennifer Cook. Nice looking lady, too. Megan, come on. Are you a zombie Jason doll or a mongoloid? Honestly, zombie Jason. Because my favorite look of Jason is part 7, The New Blood. That's my favorite look of Jason is part 7. I wish they kept that for all the other ones. Like part 7, The New Blood, to me, was the perfect look for Jason. I wish they had that in part 8. Even part 9. I mean, he's not in it a lot. But I thought that was the best look. Best final girl? I mean, my favorite character is John D. LeMay and Jason Goes to Hell. Because I could relate to him. I just really liked his character, John D. LeMay. I liked that it was a guy wanting to protect his baby. That brought a little bit of extra something. But as for Final Girl in all these movies, Law Park Lincoln, I would say. Rest in peace to her. Because part 7, The New Blood, I like. It's my second favorite. Because I watch... So I have a fan cut, which is the uncut version of part 7, The New Blood. Yes, it looks like a VHS tape, but I'm fine because it's Friday the 13th. Is another joke. Some people have a strange taste in entertainment. I always like the sense of humor in this movie. Some people don't like it, but I do. I think it's fun. But at the same time, it's not making fun of Jason himself. Ooh, Amy Steele. You know what? I take that back. I would go with Amy Steele. I take back. Amy Steele would be my favorite, and then Laura Parlington. So thank you, Chaz. Yeah, Amy Steele. I think she's the best actress in all of them. I just wish Amy Steele got to go toe to toe with the hockey mask Jason. Be right back. I thought there was a message. Sorry about that. My mom was visiting and needed help with something, so needed to do something real quick to help her. She comes to visit and needed some help with something, so I helped her real quick. But I paused it, and actually I'm going to go back a bit. So for those watching, yeah, right when the paintball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back a bit And about 20 minutes and 14 seconds is where I'm going to pause at right now. So for those who want to follow along, 20 minutes and 14 seconds. Hey, Josh, doing well. Can't complain. Yeah, just had to help out something real quick. But yeah, 20 minutes, 14 seconds, 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Right when the paintball scene occurs. I think it's during these scenes where the other guy who plays Jason is in. I want to say it's during the paintball scenes. I could be wrong on that. Yeah, Bobby. Definitely. Most definitely, Bobby. But yeah, someone's asking about my favorite final girl. I would be Amy Steele. And the worst look of Jason, I think I saw that question. No, Tom Prince, no one's requested it. The worst look of Jason, Freddy versus Jason. I hate the way Jason looks in Freddy versus Jason. That is my least favorite look of Jason. Like the little hair straggling the back, the clothing, the how lanky, like the blackness of how the back of his head. I hate it all. The mask doesn't quite fit his face, so it's a little bit I don't know, fatter than it should be. I don't know. Oh, you don't like Tater Sad Jason? Interesting. I don't mind. I don't mind that. It's not in my top 5 favorite Jason looks, but I don't mind that. It has a little bit of a creepy vibe to it. Town that dreaded sundown type of vibe. There you go, with a bit of a smiley face. I remember the TV edit cut this out when I watched it on the Joe Bob Bridge. They cut that bit where he lifted up the arm. He does look goofy in Freddy vs. Jason, absolutely. Wish paintballs came in blood red today. I didn't know they didn't come in blood red. Do you know what year they stopped doing that? But yeah, Tom McLaughlin is a pretty good director because this one and Sometimes They Come Back are pretty good films. I don't remember his other films. I don't think I saw the one he did where it's in the mausoleum. I think it's the film he did before this. Never saw that one. You bought since early 2000, could never find Red. But of course, with Friday the 13th nowadays, it's kind of in this standstill. I mean, I know you have the Crystal Lake TV show, but yeah, it's not the same. Triple kill. See, I think Tom McLaughlin people knew that the MPA were such pain in the asses that if we gotta do kills, we gotta be a bit more creative with it. And I would say this film is gorier than Part 5. Part 5, they took everything out in gore. Part 5, you didn't see much of any blood. Here, you do get to see a little bit more. The heart being outside of the body, the head's fallen, the detached arm. So I wonder if it was because there's a little bit more fantasy element. Because the MPA seemed like if you had a little bit more fantasy element, they were a little bit more lenient on the film. So if like the kill has a little bit more fantasy element, then maybe they a bit more lenient. Yeah, and then part seven was more of like using the tools and yeah, that bullshit with the guy on Reddit that had the part seven, the new blood. Oh, I got the uncut VHS, and it's like, why are you bragging about this when nothing can be done about it? You're an asshole. It's just, it was like for no reason because he didn't get anything. I think what he was hoping for was he was hoping some big collector would like offer him money for it, and then someone's like, "Hey, you're not supposed to even admit that you have this," and then he took the shit down. But maybe that's what he put it out there too. He was hoping someone would, I'll pay you this much money. Okay. Part 5 did have a lot of nudity. That is true. Brian Denny need to be the sheriff in this. I think around this time I was busy with those Cocoon movies. All American Massacre stuff too. Well, here's the thing with All American Massacre. I don't think that movie is even done though. He might have some footage, but that I don't think that film was ever finished, from what I understood. Right? Wasn't that film not even finished? The part where Megan has a gun on the other cop, and then her and Tommy put him in the cell. She wasn't going to kill him. Yeah, but she could wound him, like, or the gun could accidentally go off if she held it long enough. So it's like if I try to reach her, the gun might accidentally go off and hit me, or the gun might accidentally hit my leg, hit my hand, hit my ear. Because do you want to take the chance of an accident happening? So I'll just go in the cell and defuse the situation. He had kneecap like T2. Yeah, I believe this is like John Travolta's like cousin or something, or nephew, or maybe like nephew, something like that. Yeah, the Danny Steinman who did part 5, he was used to doing porn films, so there's a lot of nudity. Part 5, I know the guys at Dead Pit love that film to death. I like it, but it's probably my bottom 3 if I'm ranking them. I have fun with part 5, but the fact that to this day it's the one with the, because again, part 7, the New Blood, I could watch my uncut version that I have. Yeah, it looks rough. It looks like a VHS tape, but again, I could be charmed by watching something like that. And they put like the music and I don't know, just I could still have fun with it. So I technically have an uncut version of Part 7, The New Blood. Yeah, the director, not the director. Are you talking about the sheriff looks like Howie Mandel? I could see that. Forest Green County. I wonder when the hell they changed that name, because by the next time it's back to Crystal Lake. Right? Isn't like the next movie is called Crystal Lake? So this is like the only one that's called Forest Green. I'm like, well, when the fuck did that name changed? And when did they change it back? Be interested to see like the history, because aren't a lot of these movies like 5 years later, then 7 years later, then it's like 4 years later? It's like, does this movie then take place like 2027 or something? If every movie's like 5 years later, this movie takes place in 1995. Oh, that one counselor, yeah, okay. Hey, Quiana, hope you're doing well. Just watching Jason Lives. Now these were added. I know these kills were added because the director said he wanted to have 13 kills since it's Friday the 13th, but they wanted a few more kills, they being the producers. So they added the bum getting killed, and they added, not the bum, he's the groundskeeper, and then the couple who decided to have champagne in the middle of the forest, little picnic. They added these three kills in there. So this was not in the original version of the film. Jason Tate's band Jason Tate's band is 2005 if you do the math. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I wonder how much gore was cut out of this movie. I thought I read something that when he put the glass in his neck, the blood like dripped into it or something. I don't know. Jason Lives is your favorite? Yeah, it's in my top three of the franchise. Hey, Blu-ray Addict, hope you're doing well. Hey, Dante. Well, Jason always is a fast motherfucker because he was just walking. People say he could teleport, so I know in that video game that he could teleport. So there you go. I couldn't recognize what comic book that kid was reading. Wolfro number one, hello there. Hey there, Dolph Goldust. Hope you guys are doing well. That kid ain't reading that fucking book. That's a lie. This is one of the better Friday the 13th films. I love Jason Lives because it's one of the first I saw on VHS. Cool. On the Friday timeline wiki, this is supposed to take place in 1990. It's a strange 1990 then. But yeah, this film, I mean, it's in my top three in the franchise because, again, I think the acting is a bit better than some of the others. I think the Undead Jason was a nice progression. I think the sense of humor was fun, but it was never parody territory. But it's fun lines. Wherever the red dot goes, you bang. There's some good lines in there. I like the little funny touches, the James Bond intro, the way the kids interact with each other. It's one of the few films in the franchise where you have kids in the film. Just not a lot of them had kids in it. 4, 6, 8 are your favorites. Cool. That's funny. Jason Takes Manhattan is one of your favorites, and it's my least favorite. And Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite, and it's your least favorite. My top three would be Jason Goes to Hell, Part 7, The New Blood, and Jason Lives. Oh, you live 20 minutes from the Jason Lives filming locations. Cool. Have you ever been there? Yeah, the Alice Cooper song at the end is very cool. Always like that song. It's one of my favorite Alice Cooper songs. Maybe my favorite Alice Cooper song. Like 2, 3, 5, and 7. Cool. See, if they made a Jason movie like Terrifier, all these kids would be dead. It would just be Jason tearing kids off and shoving up his ass, or shove her head up her ass, and then shove that kid's head up that kid's ass. That would be if it was Terrifier. One of the reasons why I like these films more than Terrifier. I'm not a Terrifier fan. People like them, that's cool. Never been a Terrifier fan. Oh, you drive through there all the time? Very cool. See, I don't hate the remake. I actually like the remake quite a bit. I like it more than the original. I'll say that. The 2009 Friday the 13th, I like more than the original. Yeah, Alice Cooper. Yeah, he was in Freddy's Dead. I remember that as Freddy's dad or stepdad. Dad or stepdad? I think stepdad. Because dad was 100 Maniacs. Son of 100 Maniacs. Anyway. Yours is 6'7". Forever Jason 3. Very cool, Bobby. God, if you don't have sex, tape your shirt off at least. God damn. If you don't have sex, tape your fucking shirt off at least. Both of you. Did you start the movie? Yeah, Joe. About 36 minutes and 22 seconds in. Worst Nightmare movie? The remake. Dukes of Hazzard and the Heat of the Night scenes were filmed there. Oh, okay. Cool. Is told she doesn't want to freeze her nipples off. I wouldn't complain. I mean, it can't be that cold if this is the shirt he's coming out. I mean, if you come out with just that shirt, it can't be that cold out. I mean, his jeans have more holes than anything. It's a dry heat. But I know Tom McLaughlin at one point said he wanted to do like Cheech and Chong meets Jason Voorhees, like Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, because Cheech and Chong was with Paramount. They said no to that. I actually kind of would like to have seen that, but they said a big no on that. That would have been hilarious, though. I will say, I actually kind of wish we could have seen that, or how Ernest P. Worrell meets Jason. Ernest goes to Camp Crystal Lake. There you go. It'd be a sequel to Ernest Goes to Camp, but this time it goes to Camp Crystal Lake. I'll see that movie. Because Ernest would be the one guy Jason can't kill. I've seen the Ernest films, and you can't kill that motherfucker. Hell, you get electrocuted him and just becomes, superhero. Ernest goes to hell. It's one of the few places he didn't go to. My favorite nightmare is 3. Very cool. Mine is 4. Yeah, electric bolts. Yeah, it's a pretty good pace movie. 80 to 90 minutes is a good sweet spot. It's a tourist attraction here. It's always cool to see what it looked like back in 1986. My favorite Jasons, Part 7, The New Blood, played by Kane Hodder. Then probably Derek Mears. I thought he did a great job as Jason. That'd be number 2. And number 3, I'd give it to Richard Brooker in part 3. I thought he was one of the creepier Jasons. Jon Favreau, don't mind him. He already did one of my favorite kills in the movie. Because the way this was done is really creative. And a good way to start the MPA issue. Like that there, I thought looked really cool, that impression. Because you can imagine how much damage that does to you, but at the same time, the MPA can't say anything because you see no blood. But at the same time, it comes off as a pretty cool kill, so thought that was, if not my favorite, one of my favorites in the movie. Now I think this was cut down. I think originally this was longer. I think you saw the knife in more in his neck, stuck in there. Yeah, see it cut really quickly in his head. But I think it held that shot a bit longer. You could tell they cut it very quick. Like that's not what it was meant to be. It did look a little bit like the Rambo 2 knife. That's a cool shot. Him with the burning RV. Very cool shot. Ted White's a good choice. Yeah, the MPA still took a licking on this. Probably not as bad as part 5 or part 7, but they still cut stuff out of this. Yeah, I saw that Blu-ray added. I don't need Ice Cream Man on 4K, but that's cool. Who would win, Jason? I think a Jason origin movie could be creepy and great. Well, you're getting that with the Crystal Lake TV show, so you'll have your wish. I don't care for it, but hey, the Crystal Lake TV show will be your wish. Granted. I like both, Premiere. I don't know. I like both. I know throughout the film, there's definitely a lot of interest from Tom McLaughlin in the gothic horror, universal horror, because Karloff's name is in one of these stores and a lot of other of those touches in there. Like you tell McLaughlin was a fan of that gothic horror. Yeah, Crystal Lake TV show I could give a rat's ass about because I don't like Pamela. I don't care about her story. I really do not give a shit. I got her story at the end of the first movie. And Betsy Palm did a good job, but I mean, I got it. Her boy drowned. People were not paying attention. She went batshit crazy. I mean, what's it going to be? A whole build up to her killing people? That's the thing is that no one knew. It's not like, oh, 100 people died. It was one event. People died. They shut the place down. And then what the fuck kind of show you don't get out of that? Yes, Linda Carden. Yeah, Quiana Exali. Hey, Chris Cravens. I like most of them. The only one I don't like is Part 8. But the others I either like or love. I mean, my bottom Friday 13th would be part 8, and then after that would be either Freddy vs. Jason, part 5, or part 1. Like, those are low on my list. I do remember payphones, yeah. If you watch the movie Phone Booth, they even made that at the opening, mentioning about how there's very few left. And Phone Booth was what, 2003, somewhere around there. It'll be a prequel, but not canon. Well, I don't give a shit about a prequel. Don't care. People want to see Jason the Hockey Mask kill people. Let's be honest. That's what people want in Friday the 13th. Jason in the mask, hockey mask, killing people in hopefully creative ways. Don't care about this other bullshit. It's just bullshit. People not going to Friday 13 films for deep, dark thoughts with Jack Handy. I'm not big on Part 5, but I don't hate it. Jason really didn't like him, ripped him, cut him to pieces, took his time with this guy. He really didn't like that fucking paint on his chest. He's like, I'm gonna cut you to pieces and take my time with it. What does the Jason universe have in store? Probably as much as that dark universe with Tom Cruise the Mummy that lasted one movie. Remember that? The JC Universe mask is really bad. Yeah. But Quiana, it's on their store. It watch the end of their videos. They always have the store, the online store advertised. Like, look at the live streams, Quiana on Friday Night Lives at the very end. At the very end, they show the store where this is on. Hell, I need to get another one. This just there's a hole in it here, which is annoying, but yeah, just go to either mine or Friday Night Liz, Friday Night Streams. Go to the very end, and they advertise it at the end of the streams. Deep focus lens. I don't know who that is. Very cool, Quiana. I mean, I don't promote it because I don't get anything out of it. And it kind of leaves people thinking, I don't get this shirt because I don't want to support you. I'm like, well, you're not, because I don't get anything from it. But if people want it, just they want it, it's there for people who do want it, as well as a lot of other shirts. Again, I just don't mention it because people then assume you must be getting a piece of the pie. I'm like, there is no pie. But if people want it, go for it. Oh, there you go. Goodbye. Jason's like, fuck your slippers. I don't need your slippers. I just need you. Oh, there you go. Turn you like a turntable. Pop your head off like a Pez dispenser. Jason's like, I gotta kill you this way because you're black. Just, that'll be the next one. Jason the racist. He just kills black people. Jason is toxic masculinity and he's racist. Like Candyman. Candyman remake. Go kill all the white people. That was so stupid in that movie. You gotta kill all the white people, Candyman. I'm like, really? Okay. I don't know. I didn't know that's what Candyman was about, but apparently it is now. Kill all the white people. It's a shame. It's a shame James Franco tried to fuck college kids. Well, there's a lot of college people that want to fuck college kids. But yeah, I mean, he was doing stupid shit. Yeah, the remake to Candyman at the end of the movie, one is trying to make the other Candyman to go out and kill white people. Tom is very lucky. Got a lady attitude with spunky vibe and slam your head down. Right between them thighs. Yes, Tommy's pretty lucky. And I listen to her too, and if a lady wants to put my head between her thighs, I do it too. With no complaints. Michael Myers considered homophobic because he killed a gay pup. Oh yeah, and one of those David Gordon Green films. Yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's just pulling stuff out of your ass. The Candyman remake, they literally say that stuff though. Yeah, Tony Todd was not Candyman. Not in that new one. I mean, a couple seconds, I would not count that. Even this one's not a lot of Friday the 13th films. You get a bit of a car chase in there. Yes, ma'am, it's Allie. I do the same thing. Instead, I'd be like, oh, you're going too fast. I'm just bouncing too much. Damn, I know. I bounced it again against your clit. Just, you're driving too fast for me. A boom, a boom, a boom. I hate Rob Zombie's Halloween. Both cuts. Tampa J. I never heard of Tampa J. I have to look him up. Yeah, Bobby's pretty good upgrade. Yeah. That is a weird way for a girl to. Okay, I don't know how dumb this character is, but okay, a girl comes at you. Here's a machete, covered in blood, literally covered in blood, and you're like, "Oh, what are you doing up? You need to go back to bed." Am I, lady? Do you not? Do you think that's jam? Was it Spaceballs? It's been jammed. Like, what the fuck do you think that is? Cherries? Someone cutting cherries from the cherry trees around? You deserve this, lady. You're too stupid to breathe the air. Too stupid to live. Oh, that's cool. Tampa J did a lot of locations. Very cool. My social network as a kid was split between Chainsaw, Halloween, and I was Team Chainsaw. Cool. Elm Street was the franchise I grew up with the most. Those films I saw the most as a kid. And then it'd be Friday the 13th before I went to Halloween and Chainsaw and stuff. But Elm Street's my favorite franchise. Horror franchise is Nightmare on Elm Street. I do like a lot of Friday the 13th though, but my favorite is Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll be honest. Sometimes I look at the sheriff and I'm like, he looks more like her older. He looks more like the older brother than the dad. Some shots. Like sometimes it seems like David Caden looks a bit too young to be her dad. Like, do you see like if it was just like her older brother, you could buy it. They probably like I don't know how old the guy is, but be like her brother 5 years older than her. You saw Freddy 1 and 2 only because that's the only ones Blockbuster had. Ah, okay. We didn't have Blockbuster where I was at. We had gas stations and convenience stores where VHS tapes could be rented. You go to a gas station, you rent a movie. You go to the little grocery store, you rent a movie. But yeah, 86 had a lot of good movies. The Hitcher, Maximum Overdrive, Aliens, The Fly, Big Trouble Little China, The Golden Child, tons of stuff. Jason needed some weed. I don't know if Jason would be into weed. Maybe if Tom McLaughlin made that Cheech and Chong meets Jason movie, then maybe they would have given him weed. But they made this instead. We didn't get to go to the theater much growing up. It was too far away. Could probably count on one hand how many times I went to the theater as a kid. Die Hard with a Vengeance would have been one. The Fifth Element would have been one. Uh, maybe Independence Day. Well, I think Phantom Menace and The Matrix, I think, went to the theater for those two. But yeah, didn't get to the theater a lot as a kid. Like when I was born to like 95, it probably was like only 5 movies at most went to the theater. And the only one I would have remembered is Die Hard with a Vengeance. I don't know Premiere. There were no drive-ins where I was at. I lived in Iowa, middle of nowhere on a farm. There was no drive-ins. Your mom and dad took you and your brother to the movies a lot, seeing the film Speed at the very cool. Would have been great to see Speed in the theater. Friend with weed is a friend indeed. Jason really hated this lady because she just like the worst of it. Doing okay, DJ Donnelly? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, but Jason just had a butt up his ass with this lady because he painted the walls red with her. Wonder what she did to piss him off so much. Because all the other kills, he's like quick, but he took his time with her. Go through the window, right? Right about now. There you go. But see, he just took his time. Like, something about her just pissed him off. So I guess they killed an actual bud while in the making of the film. Guess he got banned the movie now. No, I'd never baled hay. Yeah, movie theater popcorn I did always like. Damn, he spends half this movie in the damn jail cell. That drawing sucks. He didn't draw anything. Shitty looking tree, whatever the fuck it was. I mean, was that supposed to be a tree? Make like a tree and get out of here. I liked his eyes, the realization, oh, she's really into this. Okay. Now, this guy also returned in those Never Hike Alone fan films as well. This guy here, this cop. Of course, the big line in the movie. Just waiting for it. Where the red dot goes, you bang. Quiana, yes and no. Being in the middle of nowhere can be pretty quiet, but at the same time, has his own issues and troubles. I mean, even here is kind of in the middle of nowhere, and it still has his issues and troubles. No, I like Napoleon Dynamite. If this movie was made today, do you think they'd kill one of the kids? Friday the 13th, no. If it, I mean, Terrifier, they do in those movies. Guess it depends on the director. Maybe like if they did, maybe be like an Aftermath where they find one kid dead or something, but nothing. At least not in a Friday the 13th film. The look of Jason, this is fine, although I don't know why sometimes he looks a bit pudgy. I don't know why, but I don't mind the utility belt. Oh, I forgot he was the red dot guy. Forgot he was in Shocker. But Tom Mathis, I know he would appear in a number of Albert Pyun films. Blood Match, I think, which was pretty lame. He was in a bit in this film called Nemesis with Oliver Gruner. So he continued to work throughout the years after this. Maybe not as big a part as this, but continuing to work. Now I don't know why he's looking at each of them like he could see them. Where was he going? The only reason he turned around is because she's looking at him, but where the fuck was he going? To the fireplace? Was he going to sit down? Like, if she was sleeping like the others, he just passed him. What was he going to do? Sit down by the fireplace, put his feet up? Where the fuck was he going? People might say to get a weapon. He has a knife in his belt. Which movie are you talking about, Silver Wings? In part four, he killed him with the machete. And this one, I mean, he's just trapped there. Which movie are you talking about? Yeah, Tom Matthews was in some of the Womp Stomp fan films. Never Hike Alone is what they're called. There's about three of them. This one realize paint the walls red. I didn't. What the hell did this girl do to piss Jason off that much? Like, why her of everybody? Just that time of the day for Jason. I know the guys at Dip Pit don't like this film. I don't really get why they don't like this one. I mean, they really like part five, but they don't like this one. I don't get it, but teach their own. I mean, I think this is way better than part five. You get to see more of the kills, have more personality, and kills are more fun. Like this here, right in the head. Guy returned to his original resting place. Did he die drowning before the first movie? I guess it's a bit of an argument of how people interpret the first film. But yeah, I guess to be fair, he didn't. The idea is he didn't die drowning. But at the same time, it's like, well, how the hell did he survive? And it's never really known like how he survived. Like he drowned, and people assumed he drowned, but what the hell happened afterward? He didn't drown. Why did he not drown? I still don't know this day. I don't remember this guy in Halloween 4, Quiana. One movie says he survived, the other says he died. Yeah. Just take your pick. There we go. Nice sound effects there. Yeah, I remember part two, yeah, but Teen of Sanity used common sense. Why am I going to show a film on YouTube where YouTube would block it or take it down? Who shows the entire film during a live stream? I don't know if you're just trolling or you don't have common sense. Yeah, let's show the entire film so YouTube could take it down. That makes a lot of sense. Name a channel that shows the entire film while they're doing commentary. Give me some channel names. If you want the movie, buy the movie or rent the movie. It's not very sane of you. Shoot him in the head. I remember years ago there was an edit someone did where they took this and then they took Ash from Evil Dead and they edited it together like it was Ash shooting him. This is like in the early years of YouTube where they would do that type of editing. You may still find it if you type in like Ash versus Jason or something. Hit him in the head there, but I was talking about with the shotgun. But he's got the military march in his step. Because again, he was in the military, CJ Graham. Why you run off like that, knowing there's someone that may be out there killing people, I don't know. Yeah, I don't blame it. I take the other boat. I don't know if you thought this plan through, though, guy. So I don't have much to say. I mean, the movie's kind of speaking for itself at this point. Real dead meat, yeah. But yeah, despite how Paramount felt about these movies, they did make them a lot of money, and people. Most of these got number one at the box office, and they were people saw them as a crowd, see them on their with their date, have a good time at the movies. 80, 90 minutes, go in, go out. See hopefully some fun kills, some nudity, or some. There's really no nudity in this. That's what I noticed. You see more kills, but you don't really see any nudity in this. Well, were you going to be when you grew up? I always thought that was a pretty funny line. You wish Freddy vs. Jason came out 10 years earlier. Yeah, it would have been better, but they had so many scripts for that. And at that time, it would have been an even worse film in terms of like if they used those scripts. Was like a fight in a shopping mall, or one was like a trial, like a Law and Order trial movie. There you go. Sheriff's a wishbone. Make a wish, Jason. Again, that was a longer scene, but the MPA cut that out. They cut that down. It was much of a longer break where you'd be like, bah, bah, bah. But they definitely shortened that for the final release. Again, originally it was a lot longer of a scene. Make him into a wishbone. Hey, Blackout Mike. Hope you're doing well. Well, they thought of doing Freddy vs. Jason for Part 7, but I think New Line Cinema said no. And to be fair, for them, they didn't need it because Elm Street 3 made a ton of money. And then 1988, Elm Street 4 made the most money, at least up until Freddy vs. Jason. But Elm Street 4 made over $50 million, at least. So it's like, we don't need Jason. We're doing well on our own. Hey, maggot head. Come on, you pussy. It's like, thanks for kids for staring at me instead of trying to fight them off. Thank you, kids. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a short film. It goes by quick. Under 90 minutes. Yeah, the Elm Street films were usually more bigger money makers. But it's understandable because you look at the Elm Street films, Freddy was a unique antagonist because of his dialogue, his acting, personality, more and more humorous when you get to 3 and 4. So become a bit more into pop culture, welcome to prime time bitch, things like that. And then the nightmare sequences, you have more fantasy elements, you have more special effects, you just showcase, and it's more of that wonder of what dream scene they're going to think of next. Oh, here's a giant Freddy worm. Here's a guy turned to a puppet. Here's a world where this lady turns to a roach. It wasn't deemed your typical slasher film because of elements like that. Yeah, when movies were not all 3+ hours long, exactly. What, the new Spider-Man's, what, 2.5 hours long? Someone asked me before. No, I did not get requested that. But yeah, that's 2.5 hours long. Odyssey, I think, is 3 hours. Yeah, I'm not sure if you thought this through. Hey, RMJ. I saw a screening of, or re-screening of Jason Lives last week. It was awesome to see in theater as I'm 44, so too young to see in theaters. Yeah, I would have been 3 years old, so I could not see this in theaters, but that's very cool you got to see in the theater, man. How do you feel about the film? Where do you rank it in the franchise? Surprised you're not sweating with all this damn fire and heat around him. You'd be sweating up a storm. Good stoneward though, guy on fire. Even with Tom Matthews. Number one. Oh, 6 is number one. Then 4, 2, and 3. Cool. Yeah, this is in my top 3. Yeah, the Tan Crystal Lake sign at the bottom of the lake. Don't they call it Camp Crystal Lake again in part 7 or something? I think they do in part 8, but Isn't part 7 it's about the Camp Crystal Lake? I can't remember. I know by the time you did the Jason Goes to Hell, it's Camp Crystal Lake. Jennifer Cook coming to save the day. I like Jennifer Cook. Can't really get back to movies being 89 minutes. I mean, there are some. I'm sure there's some out there, but I think you find a lot more directors. They feel like nothing can be cut. It all has to be in there because it's their vision. They love this scene or that moment too much for it to be cut down. Or they feel like audiences, they think they need more, but this isn't enough. They need more, and a lot of times they overstuff. That's what I heard about the new Spider-Man is that people like the first 2/3, and then they add like a whole new, like another third act onto it, and that's where there's problems. You can't watch a Friday the 13th film without weed, booze, or happy dust. I have neither of them. That was cool. I like that moment. The boat. I think that's some really good effects work there. Some nice editing. Not too confusing. It was Camp Crystal Lake in part 7. There you go. I wonder what led to them changing it back. Uh-oh, Mickey Mouse. Don't show that. You'll get sued. Nah, not really, but... Ooh, Masters Universe t-shirt, too. Too bad it was a couple years later. One of them would have a Ninja Turtle shirt on. Down well, doing well. You're watching Tales from the Crypt. Cool. I'm just getting to the end of Jason Lives. This was requested from Preminators in the chat. Hour and 22 minutes, 50 seconds. We're almost at the end here. Tommy Jarvis has been saved by Megan. The kids don't have nightmares for years after this. This kid's in the Mickey Mouse. Looks like she needs to go to the bathroom with how much they're going back and forth. The kid called the cops. All the cops are dead. It's like, oh, Dara called the cops. The cops are all dead. So, just gotta call the ambulance. Send more cops. You got the shot here saying he's still down there. Great song. One of my favorite songs in a horror movie. The Man Behind the Mask by Alice Cooper. This is in my top 3. My Jason Goes to Hell, Part 7, The New Blood, and this one are my top 3 favorites. My bottom 3 would be Part 8, I don't like. Then probably Freddy vs. Jason and Friday the 13th Part 1 and Part 5 are like my bottom 4. Jason Goes to Hell, Part 7, Jason Lives, and I don't know, maybe the remake or Jason X are in my top 4. Yeah, great song by Alice Cooper. Which there's also the music video where Jason was in that as well. He's back. He's the man behind the mask. And he's out of control. He's back. The man behind the mask. Well, I mean, it depends, Preminator. If you want to see it, you can see the uncut part 7. It just looks like a VHS tape, which I don't mind because the Friday the 13th films, they're not Blade Runner. Like, I don't need to see them in HD quality. I'm fine watching Friday the 13th films in VHS quality, so I have the uncut of part 7, The New Blood. Technically, I have it, so. I even did some edits where I put trailers from films of that year in front of it, like Rambo 3 and Bloodsport. I actually put this on at the end of part 7 as well, the end credits. So I did my own fan cut. Well, someone had a fan cut and then I added stuff to it. I just watched that. No, you can't share links in the chat. YouTube don't like it. I don't have it up anymore anyway. It's long gone. I have it on a USB drive, but I don't have it up anywhere online. John Kramer doing well. We just got done watching Jason Lives. Going through the cast. Well, he used teleportation, and teleportation used in most movies. It's not just this one. Yeah, it was a good time. The movie's pretty much over right now. No more movie. Just the Paramount logo at the end, and there you go. All right, so that was Jason Lives. Still holds up. Still a fun film. 40 years since then. Still pretty damn good film. Good slasher. Spirit Halloween open in New Jersey. Cool. I've never been to a Spirit Halloween. Never been to one. I saw this on Monster Vision, Joe Bob Briggs, Dust to Dawn, Friday the 13th Marathon, which actually is on YouTube. The Joe Bob Briggs segments. But thank you, Prime Minister, for the request. I do appreciate that kindness. Thank you. If anyone ever wants to request live commentaries or anything, PayPal, CashApp, links are always down below in the videos. And feel free if you ever wanted to request those or reviews or video game playthroughs or tier lists or rankings or whatever the case. Yep, it came out in 1986, August 1st, 1986. So it is the 40th anniversary. But again, if anyone wants to request stuff, feel free. Links are down in the info box. Watch as a kid in the 90s? Yeah. Well, yeah, Aliens, we passed it. I mean, those were in July, so we passed those. Did a commentary for Aliens, thanks to Preminator. And The Fly, I don't know when that came out, date-wise. 86, but I don't remember the date. Big Trouble in Little China had his 40th recently as well. Yep, that's thanks to Preminator. That was fun. That was a fun commentary as well. It's always nice to see aliens. I would have asked again. I know me and Fabio did a commentary before, but I probably would have asked him to, but he was busy at work and stuff. Just sometimes it's nice to have someone to talk to, but I'm fine with doing solo live stream commentaries. Just sometimes there'll be a bit more dead air from time to time. I guess I'll stay on for another 20 minutes or so since the movie's over, and uh, anyone wants to ask anything or such, feel free. Actually, I'll be right back. While the For anyone that wants to ask anything, I'll be right back. Be back in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Be back in a minute. All right. So no, it doesn't look like there's many questions. Just hey, Sean McIntosh. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. No, it didn't look. I guess there. If no one else in the chat has anything to say or talk about, I guess I'll head out. So, because yeah, past 5 minutes, there's only been like three people saying something. So, yeah, I guess that's it then. So, if no one has any other questions or such, take care. Oh, Tom McLaughlin's other movies. Well, I'll hang out because I see a couple questions. I'll hang out for another 15 minutes. Do you like Tom McLaughlin's other movies? I like sometimes they come back, and I don't think I saw his other ones. Part three, I don't know where I would put it. Probably somewhere in the middle. I don't pre-order stuff anymore because I wait till the reviews because there's so many releases have so many issues with sound, with picture. So I don't trust anything until I see some reviews because I don't want to pre-order something and then there's an issue and then oh yeah, wait for a replacement disc, and so I don't pre-order anything anymore. There's been too many issues of people companies fucking up and stuff. Just too many times where people like companies, oh, we have an audio issue, or like what Day of the Dead that happened with that. Apparently, Student Bodies, TerraVision is doing that. A lot of issues with them. I never. I have one movie from TerraVision. I haven't watched the Blu-ray yet, but I like the movie. But Rumpelstiltskin. No, Richard, nothing to be sorry about. No, it's just when I came back, I'm like, oh, I guess there's I didn't think anybody else was left in here, so no, the problem, Premier. Thanks to you. Very kind gestures. Thank you, Preminator. Venator Syndrome did release what they're coming out with. Of Unknown Origin, I like. That's an underrated gem of a movie. I'll pick that up one day. I mean, I'll wait till it's actually out and stuff, but I do like Of Unknown Origin, so that's very cool. Well, the Elm Street box set. Uh, yeah, that thing was a. I don't know. I'm fine with not having that. It's overpriced. They don't have much stuff in there. There's not much for features. There's no commentaries. So yeah, I don't think the Elm Street box set to me wasn't worth it. There's not much in terms of extra features. There's no new commentaries. They put little effort into that, so it wasn't worth that price. So the Elm Street box set could go fuck itself. No, Bobby, I've never played that. That Terror Drome, I think is what you're talking about. It's a fan made it online, but yeah, never played it. Never played it, so no. But I know what it is. By the way, Bobby, I do want to thank you. In the past, you were a guy that was a monster in terms of super chats. So I never thanked you properly for those months back. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That was very kind of you. So I just want to sincerely thank you for that. That was really cool of you. I appreciate that support. Thank you. Pat it here. I've been a fan of your content for months, but recently me and my sister have been watching you. One day I got her in the bathroom. Hey, James, I saw that. Thank you, man. What? Okay, I how old is your sister? I think before I say anything, I should ask that. How old is your sister? C packet? That should be the first question anyone should ask. If a lady, how old? Your sister's 20? Okay, well, tell her I say thank you. And I appreciate that. And send me the video. I don't know why. I mean, tell your sister I say thank you. Send me the video on Facebook. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know if I should believe you or not because that seems off the beaten path. No pun intended, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, I think this is made up now. E Todd, Patrick's sister here. Oh yeah, okay, this is definitely made up. I don't believe this one bit. It's like, oh, look at this guy. Don't be gooning for a lady jerking off to her. Here we go. Excuse me if I press E for, E to doubt. You know what I mean? But thank you. I'll say that. If that's the case, I appreciate it. Thank you. Toby Royson, your favorites? This one? Very cool. Yeah, this is in my top three. You wish Jason would pick you up and kiss you. He would kill you, but hey, different strokes, different folks, I guess. I don't know if someone would go, yo, Packet's sister here. Again, apologies if I say press to doubt. Are you talking about Resident Evil Requiem, Tom Frank? No, no one has requested that. Michael Bean podcast, not often, once in a while. My favorite is still probably part four. Yeah, that's a good one. I like part four. I'm guessing Nicholas is saying when the face goes through the wall and you see the indentation. I'm guessing Nicholas means that kill in the RV. I still think that's funny. Is that every day you have someone typing up saying, "I caught my sister, 20-year-old sister, in the bathroom pleasuring to you," and I'm like, okay. Number one, how do I know this is true? You have to send the proof, and number two, you have to send the proof. Yeah, the RV bit was pretty cool. I do like that bit. Yeah. Hey there, Sloan. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Tom, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be on a couple more minutes. Maybe I'll make this even 2 hours. Even 2 hour live stream might do that. So I'm not a fan of Part 8. Part 8 is the only one in the franchise I do not like much. Never been a fan of Jason Takes Manhattan. Just not for me. Was being sarcastic. I mean, there are people that love Part 8, so you never know. There are people whose favorite is Part 8, and they really enjoy it, and for aspects that you mentioned. So you never know. Someone, there's many people. Yeah, there. Justin Smith, he likes Part 8. I know you mentioned that before, so people liked it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I don't know what streams will be coming up. I may try to stream before next Friday. No, maybe Tuesday. Maybe. We'll see. Can't promise anything. I'm doing well, Sloan. Thanks for asking. I'm doing okay. I know next week for Friday Night Lives, we're going to be talking about like 2000s horror directors. I know the guys at Dead Pit did not, well, they saw Ice Cream Man, the new Eli Roth film. And I did pick Uncle Bill's mind about that movie. So I know his thoughts on it. I'll put it that way. I know his thoughts on the film. It was pretty funny. I'll say that. Well, Justin, that's all I'll say. I won't say too much. But whenever they do that review, it'll be pretty funny. No, I don't think so, Preminator. Not that I can think of. Not that I know of. He might have said in the past, but I don't remember. Yeah, but that Eli Roth film, I don't think is going to do any business because no one's really talking about it. Spider-Man and Odyssey and such will bury it, and like the horror films people will go see in the theater will be stuff like Obsession or has an internet backdrop like The Backrooms. Toby, I like the Friday the 13th 2009 film. I like that film. I saw it in the theater. I still like it. So, what films, I would say for people out here, what are three films this year you liked that came out this year? Yeah, I like the 2009 Friday the 13th film. It's funny, there's a lot of films I would say I like, and then people just think I hate everything. Because I'm very critical on a lot of other stuff. But I'm like, I do mention a lot of stuff that I like, and then people kind of disregard or they have a certain white noise when I say that. I mean, I'll say I like this, but then if I hate this one, that means you hate everything. Okay, official Vaughn. I haven't been requested the new Spider-Man. Premiere like Passenger, Holcomb, and Obsession. That's fine, Toby. You'll be banned. Sorry, you're banned. You can't answer a question. You gotta fuck off. You're banned. It's, it's nothing to be sorry about, man. Hey, Psycho Hobo. Hope you're doing well. And to answer your question, Psycho Hobo, thank you for the request. Definitely all good. We'll do that as soon as I can, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you. Very kind of you. Yeah, Friday 13th feels fast food. Yeah, that's probably why the only one I don't like is Part 8. The others I liked or can watch or really like. Yeah, I did not like the back rooms, and I know a lot of people disagree with me. They liked it. I'm like, I liked the first half, but then I think it went to shit. And people in the comments were nice, but they they do disagree, which teach their own. Backrooms was not for me. The second half, that is. Well, Sector Hobo, I do apologize if I when I do playthroughs if I don't say much, because sometimes I do wonder, like I gotta say something, I gotta give some commentary, but I just get lost in the game and then I don't say anything. I'm like, well, that's not what they want. They don't want you to be silent. Say something. I will get to that soon, official Vaughn. I have not forgotten that. I did review Iron Lung. I actually like that. That's in my top 3 of the year. It's funny. A lot of people are like, I didn't think you liked that one. I'm like, to be honest, I wasn't sure either, but I like the ideas behind the film. I still have nitpicks with it, but a lot of the ideas I like in Iron Lung. I think in the third act there's some interesting cosmic horror ideas, implications, and that's the film I need to watch again, and especially if there's like a commentary or yeah, Markiplier directed Iron Lung. He directed a movie called Iron Lung, which is based on that game he played. Yeah, and I did not see Undertone. No, I didn't see a lot. I did not see Passenger, Holcomb, Undertone. I didn't see any of those. I didn't get requested any of them. So I've just been fulfilling, busy with requests. By later tonight, I try to do Samurai Jack season 5 because that's a request. The next game will be Tomb Raider Legend, because Yule requested that a while back. Played the first. I've played 3 hours so far, liking it so far, but have a lot to get to. I did. I actually did review. I reviewed They Will Kill You. I liked it. That'd be in my top three. Probably Project Hail Mary, Iron Lung, and They Will Kill You. In no particular order are my top three of the year. But They Will Kill You I liked. The end, the final fight, I think would have been better. But yeah, overall I liked it. Sleepy Hollow is a pretty good one. Yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah, the final fight, you will kill me. I mean, They Will Kill You is. Like the actions before were better. I think they blew their load too early. Like the other fights were had more of this epic feel, and then this was kind of not as good. I still didn't mind it, but it was not as good as the fights before. I think they really should have gone with her. Like you saw her killing most of that buildings, tenements, go for broke. Kind of like they did in that film The Home, which I reviewed, which funny enough, it came out the year before and has a similar plot. Not the same plot, but there's certain similarities. Yeah, The Home, which was guy directed The Purge, did that. Slow build, but satisfying ending. Yeah, but They Will Kill You had fun with. Yes, Toby, because I already did review that. I mean, if you want me to watch it again, you can, but or do a commentary, that'd be funny. It's just I didn't do a comment. I mean, if you want to send a request for a commentary, you can, but I did already review it. As a commentary, yeah, if you want to. Trying to think, where did I put that? How did I word that as? I know I reviewed it. I'm trying to think. It should still be up on my channel. I'm trying to think. I can't remember where was it something else? Maybe it was something else. Nah, I wouldn't mind. I'm trying to find out where my review is. It should still be up. I'm trying to think if I had to reword it for YouTube, but I can't remember. Oh, Beaver and Buttface. That's what it was called. That's why it was called Beaver and Buttface. 1995. This was a real thing. That's why it was called Beaver and Buttface, not Butthead. I was writing Butthead. I mean, honestly, dude, if you want to send in a request, I would do it. That's up to you. But yes, I would do it. I would absolutely do it. Because it'd be funny to do. And it'd be better than watching, some of his other stuff like Supergirl again. Psycho Hobo, that's part 5, A New Beginning. Well, Psycho Hobo, you know who that guy is, right? Part 5. That's the guy who sexually molested Corey Haim, Dominic Braja, in part 5 with the guy with the chocolate. That's Dominic Braja. He's the one who did sexual things to Corey Haim, and then Corey Feldman protected for years. And that's why Corey Feldman is a piece of shit. That's one of the reasons, many reasons I hate Corey Feldman, because he protected that fat ass for a long time. Thank you, Preminator. Hey, my Divania fan. But yeah, the fat guy with the chocolate and Friday the 13th, that was part 5, A New Beginning. And again, that's the Dominic Braja who did stuff to Corey Haim, and Corey Feldman protected him for years. So that's why when people defend Corey Feldman, I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're out of your element and you're out of the loop, man. You're ill-informed. I actually reviewed Stream 7 on the channel if you ever want to check that out, but I was not a fan of Stream 7. But yeah, I did review that on the channel and was not a fan of it at all. Thought it was really, really shitty. To put it lightly. Not a fan at all of it. Stupid ending that didn't make much sense. The killer's motivation was even dumber. It was pretty much, I'm going to kill people because you were not in Stream 6. That's pretty much what it was. You're not in Stream 6, I gotta kill you now. I'm like, what? Jason Goes to Hell was the first one I saw. I don't know what would be the worst of the year for me. Let me look. Because I have Letterboxd. Oh, I don't. Well, actually, if I go here, if I go here, if I share this, so there you go on there. Hey, grade, stumble across this. Yeah, we just got done watching Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, because it was a paid request from Premiere to do a commentary. And now I'm just talking to the chat and spitting the bull with them. But someone's just asked me about Stream 7, and I figured this is some of the thoughts I have on film so far this year. The worst being Return to Silent Hill. I like The Last House on the Left remake. I actually like it more than the original. I know that's may not be what you prefer, but I like the remake more than the original Last House on the Left. But yeah, Supergirl, Steer Movie 6, Mortal Kombat 2. Thought they were all shit. Stream 7. Supergirl was shit. 1 star out of 5. Steer Movie 6 was shit. 1 star out of 5. Backrooms went to shit. 2 out of 5. Mortal Kombat 2, disappointing shit, 1 out of 5. Michael, mediocre, 2.5 out of 5. They Will Kill You, fun, 3.5 out of 5. Project Hail Mary, liked it, although a bit too long, and I think there's stuff that could be edited out, 3.5 out of 5. Stream 7, crappy, 1.5 out of 5. Iron Lung, I like the ideas, I appreciate the film, 3.5 out of 5. Shelter, basic, boring, forgettable Statham film, 2 out of 5. Wuthering Heights, who gives a fuck, 1 out of 5. Return to Silent Hill, the worst film of the year, half a star. Primate, they do this weird thing where Primate, they put 2025 even though it's 2026. That's why it's so far there, but 3 out of 5, I did like that. It was okay. Of course, the best movie in the past couple years, War of the Worlds, 4 out of 5. Best film in 5 years. No, it's the best. I like Student Bodies as well. I don't mind Student Bodies. Student Bodies is fun. The ending, though, falls apart because it's like they did not know how to end the film. So it's like, it's going to end this way. Now it's going to end this way. It's like they didn't know how to end the movie. It's like they wrote the script, but then they didn't write an ending. So they just made some shit up. So the ending, I think, is the weakest part of Student Bodies. It's not nearly as funny as it could have been. Because it just gave up. But I like the movie. And Project Hail Mary I liked, but I have issues with it. But I like it. All the stuff when they go back to Earth, that got really old fast. And I wish they'd stop going back to Earth in flashbacks. I thought that broke the momentum. I thought that broke the pacing. And then the girl that he kind of likes, I thought her character was absolutely atrocious, unlikable, and needed yet a comeuppance that she never got. But the stuff with him and Rocky was cool. I like that. I wish there was more awe and stuff they saw in space. I didn't really see a lot of that, but I still like the film. Well, I mean, that's really the only set pieces when they see that planet and they get samples, and then the ship goes ape, rockety split, and then Gosling gets back in and hits his head. Like, that's the only section of action, excitement, all in the entire movie. But I still like the film. Yeah, I mean, it's the same author of The Martian, so that's why same guy wrote it. So it has the same issues. That's people like, which do you like more, The Martian or Project Hail Mary? I don't know. I have like different feelings. I have like similar feelings on each one. Stuff with the character alone I like. Then the stuff going back breaks the flow. The whole fucking flow. For those who remember that. He stole my whole fucking flow. Nah, I didn't care about his character in Jason X. But yeah, I'll end it here. Thanks for watching. Take care. Things are pretty much dying down. Don't know when I'll stream next. Have a lot of requests to get to, be uploading every day, daily basis. Grande's Graveyard, request for ML upload. Few reactions from Yule, among other stuff. So that'll be coming up. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you later. See ya. Hit the wrong button. So, hey guys, hope you have a good night. Take care. This time I'll hit the end stream bit, so I'll end the stream. So, otherwise, if you don't do that, I'll just keep going for 5 hours. See you guys later. Bye bye.